Hey guys, this is Mike. I just got a new shipment in. This is the American Guncraft Diablo. It's in a 12 gauge. Oh, let me spin that around for you. There you go, American Guncraft Diablo 12 gauge pistol, black powder only, I should say. Sorry. It is a very, very nice looking weapon. However, this gloss handle is a little slippery, and it's a 12 gauge. Now I have the Howda pistol that's in 20 gauge, and when you load that puppy up hot, it's going to kick hard. I don't know, I haven't been to the range with this one yet, but I'm kind of afraid because my hand really doesn't fit around the handle. See that? Yep, that's what we're missing right there. That's kind of crazy. If they just added another inch or so, it'd be perfect. But it's a good vehicle gun, if you will, and a lot of people say that you can't load it up past 40 grains of black powder. That's wrong. The manufacturer actually says you can go 40 to 80, but I seen a guy do 150 grains with 1 ounce of shot, or maybe it was an ounce and an eighth, something like that. Pretty heavy load, you know. And he was able to hold on to it. He wasn't a real big guy, so I mean, it's plausible. I seen it happen. Didn't blow up. But look at the barrels on that guy. Is that not crazy? I don't want that thing pointed at me in any kind of a menacing way. That is packing some punch right there. Then you can see the selector on it, right? You can flip that over. And the pins are right down there. I don't know if it's going to focus. Can you focus on the pins? They're way small. It's only just a little adjustment. This one's still stiff. It's brand new. So I like to go left barrel because I'm right-handed, and then flip it over with my thumb, right-handed. Or, you know, the right barrel, I should say. All right. That guy's pretty neat. And it's well built. Tight tolerances. Everything's really tight on this thing. I just worry about the slipperiness of the handle with that much power. But right now what I have it loaded up in is 5 rounds of double-aught buck with some steel shot put in there. So I might have an ounce in there of lead / steel, and then only 45 grains of powder, because I don't know how this thing shoots, and with it being so slippery and everything, I'm not going to overload it just yet. But that fella that did 150 grains of powder with 1 or 1 1/8 ounce shot, and then also he did that with the 12 gauge round ball. That's a big old ball. That's what, 0.690 of an inch. But that depends, because I mean, you go from different manufacturers, and a lot of times the American manufacturers will go with over that. They'll go with like a 700 some odd. So really, if you're going to make a round ball for this guy, you know, you got to measure the barrel, and it depends on what you want to do. So if you want to put in a wad or anything to take up that extra space Well, you got to factor that in, and we all know that if you're in the black powder world, right? It is a smooth bore, but that big old ball going down range will put down some horsepower. I got this for the truck gun, and something that I can load whatever I want to, like bucking ball or whatever. It's very small, but with that much horsepower, it's kind of concerning, especially if you got to get a quick shot off with one hand. It might even be your left hand. If you're right-handed, left hand, you're doing the weak hand. I don't know. Beautiful gun, though. Now, the one thing about these guys at American Guncraft, I'll show it to you again. I waited almost 7 months for this little guy here. Now, that was not my full order. I ordered the collector's edition. So it should be this gun and another gun just like it with the wood, but in the, what do they want to call it, nickel finish. Now, the package said 7 pounds. This weapon does not weigh 7 pounds. This weapon is 3.2 pounds unloaded. So when I got the package and I opened it up and I only seen this guy, I was a little deterred because at first they said 8 to 10 weeks, right? Now this is funny. So they say that these guys are on hand. They're in stock. They're not in stock. And they said 8, they still say this, 8 to 10 weeks. You might as well put that in the months. I think that's a typo. I had to wait for this guy forever. I'm still waiting on my other one. I emailed him when I got this one not too long ago. 3 days ago, whatever. And my other one was missing. They said my order was complete. Well, where's my other pistol? So, they don't offer any holsters for it. It is pretty wide, with that double barrel. So, you're going to have to go down and get it custom made or make one, work. But I really don't want you to make one work unless it really works. Because you need to have that retention. If you get in a fist fight first, you don't want this thing falling out on the ground and becoming available to your opponent. So, what do? I'm just going to go down. I'm going to have one made for these guys. But they don't offer one as I know of. But it is a beautiful weapon. It is. And if you go on to their website at American Guncraft, they do have more videos up about this thing shooting. And you can see that guy shooting this guy with a lot of powder and a lot heavier loads. And he does just fine. Like I said, he's a smaller fella. So, not saying that takes away from his strength any, but how the curve goes. They call it girth strength. I'm a little bit bigger guy. I think I should be able to handle that, but we'll see. I mean, maybe I won't. Maybe I don't have the hand strength that man has. You just, gotta test it out. Go small, and then go bigger. Anyway, just giving you a preview. She's nice. She's way too tight for me to break her open right now. I barely got it open with a little pry bar right here the other night. Tried to load it up. So that's another thing you have to take into consideration. Maybe you gotta break this thing in, oil it really well on the outside, you know, especially that button there. But you can't have oil in a black powder, and you know why. So, where do you go? I mean, beat the fuck out of it, throw it in the sand, drag it down the road a little ways, make it all messed up, work it until it finally functions the way it should. Or just take it slowly like I am, because I like my weapons beautiful. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. Take it as you will, and we'll see you next time.